Hello everyone, this is the Case Breakers. Tonight we're coming at you with a two-box mixer. First box is going to be 2013 Bowman Chrome Baseball. Second box is going to be 2013 Topps Chrome Baseball. Good luck everyone. Got a new visit to the group tonight. John, thanks for joining us, John. Much appreciated. Alright, we're looking for some mojo here, guys. Let's do it. Some boom, baby. That's what we want. Some boom, baby. Kevin Euclid going to Larry C. And a Isan Asensio for the San Diego Padres. That's also going to Larry C. And a refractor, Jordan Zimmerman for the Washington Nationals, going to Eric B. And Taylor Dugas. And that's for the New York Yankees. And Larry C. gets that one as well. Larry, 3 out of the 4. Jose Altuve, and that is going to the Case Breakers. And a Tommy Conley, that's going to Larry. And a Jeremy Rathjen, and that's going to the first timer, John S. There you go, buddy. And a Marco Scatoro, that's going to Leland. Willen Rosario for the Rockies, that's going to Larry C. Hanser Alberto for the Texas Rangers, and that's going to Brent M. And an Ismail Gulian, and that is for the Cincinnati Reds, that's also going to Brent. And a Giovanni Gallardo, and that's going to the Case Breakers. And Brent, I'm just going to ship this with all your other stuff. I'll probably have it out to you on Tuesday. They'll all be in there together. For the Giants, Ryan Vogelsong, that's going to Leland. And we have a blue refractor in here. D.V. Grulon for the Philadelphia Phillies, that's going to James T. And the blue refractor, oh, that's the rookie refractor. Ryan Howard for the Phillies, that's also going to James. Very nice, James. And a Michael Perez for the Arizona Diamondbacks, going to John S. Arismendi Alcantara. Wow, what a name. For the Chicago Cubs. And that's going to John. Ty Buttrey for the Boston Red Sox, Leland P. And a refractor, Paul Goldschmidt, going to John. That's a nice hit, buddy. And a Chris Melder for the Braves, and that's going to the Case Breakers. Jurickson Profar. Now we got a blue. Okay, that's better. For the Texas Rangers, that's going to Brent. Corey Seager for the Dodgers, that's going to John. Onelki Garcia for the Dodgers, also going to John. And the blue refractor is Salvador Perez. And that's going to be numbered 58 of 250. And that's going to the Kansas City Royals, the Case Breakers. That was just a regular refractor, John. Kevin Gausman for the Baltimore Orioles, that's going to the Case Breakers. Andre Ubera for the Atlanta Braves, that's going to the Case Breakers. Yohanda Mendez for the Texas Rangers, Brent M. And a Trevor Rosenthal for the St. Louis Cardinals going to the Case Breakers. John Neese, and that's going to Eric B. Cody Ash for the Philadelphia Phillies. That is going to James T. Nick Charlie going to Larry C. And Melky Mesa, that's going to go to Larry C as well. Justin Upton for the Atlanta Braves going to the Case Breakers. George Martinez for the Cleveland Indians, and that's going to the Case Breakers. Cameron Gallagher, that's going to the Case Breakers. And Wade Miley, and that's going to John S. Victor Roach for the Milwaukee Brewers, and that's going to the Case Break. Ooh, we got a pink refractor, guys. Woohoo! Pretty card, pretty card. For the Giants, Mac Williamson, Leland P. Jay Bruce for Brent. And Eric Johnson for the Chicago White Sox. That's going to the Case Breakers. 21 of 35. Boom, baby. I like that. Nice. Can't beat that. Well, a Puig might have been better, but I wouldn't have gotten it. Ryan Howard for the Phillies. That's going to James. Tyler Pike for the Seattle Mariners. That's going to the Case Breakers. Rafael DePaula. That is going to Larry C. And John Lester going to Leland. Well, the auto's still in here, guys. Getting down on the packs. Devon Moraro, and that is going to Leland. And the minis in here. Rafael Montero for the New York Mets. That's going to Eric B. Doug Fister. That's going to the Case Breakers. And Kyle Crick. And that's called Through the Ranks. And that's going to go to Leland. Nice hit, Leland. Todd Frazier, that's going to Brent. Rock Shoulders, I love that name, Rock Shoulders. And that is going to the Cubbies, John S. And a refractor, Wei Yin Chin. That's going to the Case Breakers. And a Wilfredo Rodriguez for the Colorado Rockies, Larry C. I don't know if Leland's going to trade. He's got his buddy over in San Francisco he trades too. John J. for the Cardinals. That's going to the Case Breakers. Breivik Valera. That's going to the Case Breakers. And Refractor Striker Trehan for the Los Angeles Angels. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Diamondbacks. D-backs, that's John S. Refractor, buddy. There you go. And a Chris Stratton. That's going to Leland. 4 packs left. Still have the autograph left. Saved it for the end. Josh Willingham for the Twinkies. And that's going to Eric B. Luis Torrens for the Yankees. That's going to Larry C. Ryan Court for the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's going to John S. And Nelson Cruz for the Texas Rangers. That's going to Brent. And guys, I'll probably have these out to you Tuesday, Wednesday the latest, but probably on Tuesday. Joe Nathan. And that's going to the Rangers. Brent. Anthony Alford for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's going to the Case Breakers. Mike Piazza for the Angels. That's going to the Case Breakers. And Josh Hamilton for the Angels. That's going to the Case Breakers. 2 packs left, guys. Yeah, if Leland wants to trade it, John, he'll tell me, and I'll get in touch with you. Felix Hernandez for the Mariners. That's going to the Case Breakers. George Alfaro for the Texas Rangers. Brent. And I think that's our autograph. It is. Let's see who's getting it. First we'll go Jason Worth. Eric B. For the Royals, Cameron Gallagher. And that's going to the Case Breakers. Nobody wanted to eat my spots, and I had to eat them, so I got the hits, guys. Last pack, B.J. Boyd for the Oakland A's, Brent M. Dexter Fowler refractor. And that's going to the Colorado Rockies, Larry C. Mitch Brown for the Cleveland Indians, going to the Case Breakers. And Jed Garocco for the San Diego Padres, Larry C. Alright, that's going to be the first box down, guys. Now we'll get to Topps Chrome. This is the product I love. Thank you. Yeah, it was. That's what happens when you eat 4 spots. In a way, though, the autographs weren't that big of a hit, so, and the pink refractor wasn't a big hit, so it's neither here nor there. I love Chrome, John. I'm going to be doing another case maybe in about a week. Only thing, like I said, I got a lot of duplicate autographs, and I don't want a lot of duplicate autographs. So hopefully the next case I'll make up for it. I did see one, Leland, and let me tell you something. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. I saw one in one of my cases, and it was horrible. Horrible, horrible. All right, good luck, guys. Here we go. Larry, also, not Larry, I'm sorry, James, your certified is going to be with these. All of it will be together. Urickson profile, that's going to Brent. There's a nice one for you, James. Jonathan Papelbon refractor. Julio Teheran, that's going to the Case Breakers. And Miguel Montero, that's for the Diamondbacks, John S. I was not impressed with that hot box at all. And man, I'll tell you, I should have sold the packs. Ryan Wheeler for the Colorado Rockies, Larry C. John Lester for the Boston Red Sox, Leland P. And a Clayton Kershaw 1972 refractor. That's going to John S. And Adam LaRoche for the Nationals, Eric B. Alan Craig for the St. Louis Cardinals, the Case Breakers. Ah, we got a printing plate, guys. We got a 1-of-1 printing plate. Woohoo! Kyuji Fujikawa. And in my case, I got 3 of his autographs and 1 of his autograph numbered to 25. So that's going to the Cubbies, John S. Matt McGill for the Dodgers, John S. Alan Craig for the Cardinals, the Case Breakers, and the 1-of-1. Looks like for the Toronto Blue Jays, Melky Cabrera. And that's going to the Case Breakers. Wow, nice. What was what, John? A hot box? Hot box, all the cards are refractors except the autographs and inserts. Leland with David Ortiz. Neftali Perez, Brent M. David Freese, refractor for the Cardinals, the Case Breakers. And Tyler Skaggs, John S. Yeah, the hot box has all refractors in it, and I didn't get a tweak, so I was not happy. Sean Doolittle for the Oakland A's, Brent M. X-Factor, Zach Greinke, that's going to John S. Paco Rodriguez going to John, and Martin Prado also going to John. That was a John pack. Hey James, you got to remember, I had 1/3 of the teams. I'm losing money on the break. I got to make it up somehow. Nate Freeman, and that's going to Brent. Jay Bruce going to Brent. Nelson Cruz going to Brent. And a Craig Kimbrell, and that's going to the Case Breakers. X-Factor in here. First we got Garrett Cole. That's a good one for the Pirates, Leland. And the X-Factor is Dan Straley for the Oakland A's, Brent M. Jason Worth going to Eric B. And Jared Parker also going to... Oh, I'm sorry. Jared Parker is going to Brent. Dylan Bundy going to the Case Breakers. Ryan Howard going to James T. And our first autograph, Casey Kelly for the Padres. That's going to Larry C. There you go, buddy. I didn't see him in my case at all. Willen Rosario for the Rockies. That's going to Larry C. And we still got some more color in here. Yep. Speaking of color, black refractor. We'll save that for last. Adam Dunn for the White Sox, the Case Breakers. Andrew McCutcheon for the Pirates, Leland. R.A. Dickey, that's going to the Case Breakers, and the black refractor. Paul Konerko for the Chicago White Sox, the Case Breakers, and that's number 24 of 100. Starlin Castro for the Cubbies, that's going to John. Jeremy's Familia, that's going to Eric B. And a refractor, that's a nice one, Brent, Mike Alt. Thank you, John. And Jose Reyes going to the Case Breakers. Jason Hayward going to the Case Breakers. And an X-Fractor, Sin So Cho. And that's going to my buddy Brent. Jonas Cepedas, and that is going to Brent. And Jake Odorizzi for the Tampa Bay Rays, that's going to James T. Jesus Montero for the Mariners. That's going to the Case Breakers. And our die cut, Albert Pujols going to the Case Breakers. Christopher Davis to the Case Breakers. And Prince Fielder going to the Case Breakers. That was a Case Breakers pack. John gets Zach Greinke. Sin So Chu goes to Brent. And a refractor, Chris Johnson. He had a little outing with his manager. His manager roughed him up. But that goes to the Case Breakers. And Eric Hosmer going to the Case Breakers. All right. Carlos Gonzalez, that's going to Larry. Freddie Freeman going to the Case Breakers. And a refractor, Michael Bourne going to the Case Breakers. And Desmond Jennings, and that is going to James Tate. Well, let's pull something weird here. Alex Wood going to the Case Breakers. And here you go, Leland. Nice hit for you. Buster Posey die cut. Brandon Phillips, that's going to Brent. And Jason Worth going to Eric B. Nick Franklin going to the Case Breakers. Mike Trout going to the Case Breakers. Jared Parker going to Brent. And Willen Rosario going to Larry C. Clayton Kershaw going to John. Brad Ziegler going to John. Refractor, Adrian Beltre going to Brent. And Yonder Alonso going to Larry C. Jonathan Papelbon going to James. And an X-Fractor, B.J. Upton going to the Case Breakers. Todd Frazier going to Brent. And Justin Wilson, rookie, going to Leland. We got 6 packs left, guys. 6 packs with some color and the autograph. Michael Bourne going to the Case Breakers. Josh Rutledge going to Larry. And a blue refractor. Oh, L.J. Ho's autograph. Blue refractor, 35 of 199, and it's going to the Case Breakers. Adam Eaton is going to John S. And Josh Rutledge is going to Larry. Felix Hernandez going to the Case Breakers. And a Derek Jeter die cut. That is going to Larry C. Alex Rodriguez going to Larry. And a Dan Straley, and that is going to Brent. 4 packs left. Yadier Molina, that's going to the Case Breakers. Shelby Miller going to the Case Breakers. Rob Brantley for the Marlins, that's going to James T. And Jared Weaver is going to the Case Breakers. Ryan Zimmerman going to Eric B. Matt Latos for the Reds, that's going to Brent. And a refractor, Jackie Bradley Jr., that's a nice one. That's going to Leland. Nice hit, buddy. And Adrian Gonzalez going to John S. 2 packs left. Kendra Morales going to the Case Breakers. Max Scherzer going to the Case Breakers. And Dustin Pedroia, that's going to Leland. And Jim Johnson going to the Case Breakers. Last pack. Carter Caps going to the Case Breakers. Robbie Grossman going to the Case Breakers. And another autograph. We did not expect this. And guys, it's the same one that we hit earlier. Casey Kelly. And that's going to Larry C. That's weird. Alex Gordon going to the Case Breakers. Just to show you guys, wow. That is weird. As I said, there are a lot of dupes in here, guys. A lot of dupes. In the same box. That's crazy. Alright guys, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to check us out, www.thecasebreakers.com. Follow us on Twitter at @thecasebreakers. Check out my eBay listings. My eBay ID is The Case Breakers. Boom, baby.